Hola, ¿qué tal a todos? Espero que estén muy bien. Sean bienvenidos a The Witcher 3 nuevamente. Vamos a continuarlo aquí justo donde lo dejamos. Que teníamos que ir con Shani, reunirnos en la boda, para que el hermano de Von Everett nos pueda poseer y disfrute de la fiesta como nunca.
This whole witcher's life, what's it like?
Don't want to know.
If indeed I didn't, I'd not have asked. Go on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
Me encanta porque así vamos a ir avanzando y se nos va apareciendo contándonos nuevas cosas. Por eso no sé, me llama más la atención sí ir caminando.
Those signs, I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight, what I would rather is what matters.
Pues de hecho sí, espero y no abuse de eso. Vamos, acabo está cerca, a ver si nos va contando cosas, ¿no? Durante el camino. O no. A lo mejor nomás era aquí poquito. Bueno, está aquí al lado. Yo creo que no perdemos nada yendo caminando. La verdad, lo que viene a continuación, la boda esta es puras risas, la verdad. O sea, la historia está interesantísima, la verdad. Y muy bonita, la verdad. Y más con Shani.
Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
Ah, aquí estaba. Ah, qué padre, ¿no? Este güey está viendo el mundo otra vez después de la muerte. Venga, háblanos. ¿Qué te parecen estos campos de por aquí? Mira un cubil de monstruos. Hace mucho que no peleo contra monstruos. Venga. Perfecto.
Neckar's surface here. Dig their way out.
Los campesinos no lo agradecerán. O sea, algo que tenía bastante duda y he estado pensando últimamente es que la armadura hasta que tengo, que es la armadura de Lobuna, la tengo mejorada hasta cierto nivel, que ya es un nivel como para estas alturas del juego. Ya debería tenerlo en lo más chingón. Pero lo malo es que pues va por misiones. Se te aparecen en... Mira, déjame abro la lista de misiones. Aquí, abajo de las secundarias, nomás que ahorita no hay, aparecerían otro de estos que pondría búsqueda del tesoro. Y ahí estarían misiones para seguir encontrando los papeles esos con los que nos podemos hacer más armaduras. El problema es que no los he encontrado. Y esta armadura que tengo es la... A ver, ¿dónde es? No, es de este lado. Es la magistral. Y después de la magistral creo que sigue la superior. O no sé si ya siga la de... A ver. Aquí mismo lo podríamos checar, mira. No, aquí no. Era en botas. Mira, tenemos las de lobo, ¿verdad? Magistrales. Luego de lobo... No me salen, me tendría que salir aquí las demás. Pero no me salen las mejoradas. No, es lobunas. Y luego mejoradas. Y luego superiores, ¿no? No, dice que no la tengo. Oh, no, son las magistrales. Y luego las superiores. Algo así era. Pero no estoy muy seguro. Total, el chiste es que me hacen falta muchas... No recuerdo el nombre ahora, pero son de esos papelitos. ¿A dónde vas? ¿Y ese por qué está lleno de... ese por qué es de hielo? Ahí está.
Neckar's surface here. Dig their way out.
¿Qué hacen estos aquí? Tan cerca de donde va a ser la boda, no lo puedo permitir. Mira, es aquí, ya llegamos, de hecho. Venga. Oh, hemos liberado los campos. Perfecto. Venga. Área liberada. La población ha vuelto. Fenomenal. Mira, ya hemos llegado hasta aquí. Vamos a disfrutar la boda, hombre. La verdad, es algo hermoso.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
En serio. No voy a robar nada. Bueno, buena idea.
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully.
Me quedará de fábula. Ahora vamos a ver a nuestro Geralt vestido así. Hombre.
Perfect fit.
Esto se parece a Olger un poco.
Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding.
No, no te rasures, güey.
And we must be neat.
No, ¿qué vas a hacer? A la barba le queda perfecta a Geralt. No tienes que quitársela. ¿Qué hiciste? ¡No! ¿Qué hiciste hasta el pelo?
May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
A ver, ¿qué diría él? Vamos a decirle eso.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
Oh. Venga, vamos a la boda.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
Tampoco es que tengas de otra, hombre. Venga, pon de tu parte.
My strawberry.
Mi fresita. ¿Quién le dice así a alguien?
Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb.
Mi pastelito. Ay, no, por favor, que alguien lo
Beware
detenga.
of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Y este güey
The
acá.
berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brew it in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted. Time to say hello.
Oh, it's Aquí.
To be nice now.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto, I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Ah, me lo voy a pasar de maravilla, te lo juro. Venga, hablemos.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you, as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start.
Bien. Tiene buena labia, la verdad, este Vladimir.
Aldona seems a
Te la
curious
compro.
choice for a bride. Did she come with a hefty dowry?
I assure you, Witcher, my choice had naught to do with coin.
Jonas' family is far better off than mine. They're a textile manufacturer.
It took a lot of convincing to get Mother to agree to our, as some would have it, mesalliance.
You never told me. Whatever happened to fortune is of no import to me and my family.
It isn't. Jonas told me the same. That your background doesn't bother him.
Never does. Not at love's first blossoming, but give it time. 5 years and you'll find few things that don't bother you.
I'm beginning to find what you say bothersome. I don't know where you're from, but in these parts it is rude to insult newlyweds at a wedding.
Insult? I'm merely warning you. Know a thing or two about life, you see.
Geralt and his jests. He has a strange sense of humor.
Very strange, I'd say.
¿Por qué has escogido este tío?
Aren't you an extraordinary beauty, my dear?
Why, thank you.
You had your pick of gents, I'm sure.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern why she chose you, Jonas.
Mean you don't approve of my wife's choice?
I've no skin in this game. I ask out of pure curiosity.
Well, rein it in, or I shall have to explain my wife's choice to you hands-on. Out of pure pleasure.
Why so testy, friend? Have I insulted you? Merely told your wife she was a beautiful woman, yet here I'm threatened instead of getting thanks. Have some manners.
Geralt, that's enough. She simply fell in love, that's that. Jonas, I'm sure my friend meant no offense.
Vladimir sí que...
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Venga, que tenemos muchas actividades por hacer, de hecho, bastantes. Vamos a empezar por esta. La de persigue el cerdo.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
The lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, meaning.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Hacia los chiqueros. Cuéntame más sobre los premios, venga.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? A king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's king of the swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain. Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
Venga.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Could chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Oh, sí, venga, hora de ensuciarse. Ah, tengo que meter al cerdo en el... Allá, ¿verdad? Estos. A ver, órale, muévanse.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
¿A dónde vas? Métete para allá. ¿Qué haces?
Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
¿Qué haces? ¿A dónde vas? Métete para allá. Eso, venga. Perfecto.
You see that, Shani? One big pen.
Órale, tú. Para acá, para allá, para allá, para allá, para allá. No. ¿Pero qué haces? ¿De cómo va esto? A ver, así. Se supone que me lo tengo que poner de este lado para que vaya para allá. Venga, métase. Perfecto. Y me dan un punto de habilidad.
A lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favor. Here.
¿Qué le dan? ¿Qué es? Ah, está bien chido.
Some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
Corona del rey de los
What do you
porqueros.
say to that, Shani? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
La neta está con madre el peluchito de cerdito, güey. Está muy chido, hasta yo lo quiero.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl. That's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course. But still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Y se pone atrás. Super
Do I
obvio.
know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A
Hombre.
moment, my dear.
Me vas a estar saboteando.
Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
¿Qué le puedo decir? No sé. Vamos a decirle esto.
Did it hurt terribly, my sweet?
What?
When you fell from the heavens?
Why, Sarah.
Shh, my dear. No more words. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Leslie, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our da on his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
No vais a hacer nada, Paleto.
You shan't keep me from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Now where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
¡Este loco! ¿De verdad? A ver si no me meto en un lío.
Fence boards, the perfect weapon for sweaty-ass swineherds.
Perfect fit.
Ah, estamos en el porquero, genial.
Plowing gentle foot.
Es que sería una boda sin una pelea.
So fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Damned cretin creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from. Had enough, peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A Witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try.
Está haciendo un desmadre este.
Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods, quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers.
Muy creativo.
Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
Estoy entre estas dos. Vamos, esta.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go.
¿Hay más actividades? Dime que sí, por favor, que me la estoy pasando genial. Oye, ¿se escuchó? Perfecto, sí. Vamos a ver qué más tenemos por aquí.
So good to shake the kinks. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux.
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn.
Es una señora grande.
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune.
Era
And
chía.
squealing like a kitty cat.
A ver, ¿esto de qué se trata?
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
Hombre.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Bien
He
mamón el
tosses a
güey.
shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
¿Y qué gano?
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged.
Venga, ¿por qué no?
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you.
Venga, arrójala. Está de agua este juego. Es más, hasta voy a recuperar la zapatilla de la otra.
My eyes are glued.
Seems to think it's slipping will be easy, don't it?
He talks a big talk. Let's see how big his stroke is.
A ver, lo bueno que tiene los sentidos de brujo, porque si no... Mira, acá hay algo. ¿Qué es esto? Zapato perdido. Este no creo que sea el de Shani, no. Mira, hay algo. Zapato perdido. Hay varios. Aquí hay otro. ¿No es ninguno de estos? Venga, pues ¿a dónde se fue? ¡Uy! Que me quedo sin agua. ¿Dónde está? Por favor, sin que estuviera tan grande esto. ¿De verdad no lo veo? No puedo estar tan ciego. ¿Alguien lo ve? Es que no lo veo nada. Uy, otra vez. Ah, espérate. Parece como que... Ah, no. ¿Sabes qué? Me estaba acordando de la vez, pero eso era en otra ocasión. Fue de la vez cuando estábamos jugando con Siri. En los juegos del festival, es el que fuimos del Festival de las Brujas o algo así. El Festival de la Ciénaga. Pero que teníamos que encontrar un anillo, si no mal recuerdo. Que había como una cueva y el anillo estaba hacia adentro. O era una moneda, ya me acordé. Hacia adentro de la cueva estaba la moneda. Pero es que aquí, o sea, estoy viendo a los alrededores. Y es que está de volada. ¿O será? ¿Será que ya es todo en realidad?
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe.
Ah, yeah, sí.
And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella?
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
¿Qué bailes son estos? Pero mira, pero qué buenos pasos.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for a loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
¿Qué hace el maestro espejo aquí? Oye, en serio, cada que lo veo es que me da... Ay, se me pone la piel chinita.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
Tú también eres una bailarina excelente, vas a decir.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
Oh, the perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but...
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
Many. And not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all. Though none to match your charms. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner?
Not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Yes, but admit it. It was fantastic, eh?
Is there anything you do that's not fantastic?
The ladies loved my kisses, not to mention the other tricks I perform with my lips.
Yes. We'd best not mention those. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drip.
Please?
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Venga, admitámoslo.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everec.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped it on a whim.
No, no aparece nomás porque sí.
He never does anything simply, and certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
Look at this.
The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
Nah, ahorita no quiero hablar con el señor Espejo. Vamos a seguir divirtiéndonos. Aún hay mucho por hacer. El señor Espejo está... A ver, necesito saber dónde está. Tenerlo... Está... Allá, creo. Sí, ahí está. No me quiero ni acercar.
Show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
I say you're both done.
By the way you move, what charm.
Qué gracia.
Thanks.
Estos están jugando a que... Si están jugando a las cartas no me interesa, pero venga, vamos a preguntar. Ah, no, está bien, es para beber.
Never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never cool.
Siempre están los borrachos, ¿verdad? Los que están en una esquina nomás bebiendo. Güey, qué buena fiesta. ¿Cómo se me antoja estar en una así? Venga, que la noche es joven. Tiene que seguir habiendo muchas cosas que hacer.
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, whoosh, scoop, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groomshound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Cuéntame.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation,
Mi investigación brujesca.
Guidance, clues. Tell me all you know. Everything.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon. Ate his fill of food, not fire. Then went for a stroll to air some gases, he said. That horror demon saw him and started barking like a thing possessed.
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sensed something awry. Perhaps the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
If I feared, it would have fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain and chased the fire eater into the woods.
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. There'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
Yo lo encontraré. Venga, estamos perdiendo el tiempo, vamos.
The Witcher, that is, I will find this swallower of heated things.
Traga ascuas.
Mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, Vladimir.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the fire eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
I'm a witcher!
No, just...
¿Esto qué es? ¿Beber? Ay, no. No me interesa. No hace falta insultar. Lo siento, venga.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
No quiero jugar.
Let us play.
No quiero jugar.
I never knew you'd...
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Me gustan mucho los diálogos, pero es que no quiero jugar.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the...
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
No, en serio tengo que jugar. Si voy a perder. No sé cómo se juega esta mierda de juego. ¿Cómo inició la partida? Es que ni sé. Entrar, o sea, con el enter, ¿no? Ahí está. Dame la de Dijkstra. ¿Esto qué es? Coloca en el campo de batalla de tu contrincante. Ah, o es esta, obviamente, un espía. Tiempo despejado. Elimina los efectos. Elige una carta para cambiarla. Así que la voy a cambiar por esta. La neta no sé qué estoy haciendo, no sé. Este juego jamás lo voy a entender. Ok. Lo único que sé es que tienes que ganarle a los puntos estos. A ver. Si pongo una de 6, pues en teoría gano. ¿Quemadura? ¿Qué me dice? Hijo de pu... Creo que la de congelar. ¿Esto qué hace? Cambia la fuerza de todas las cartas de combate cuerpo a cuerpo a ambos jugadores a 1. 1 a 2, perfecto. Tu rival ha pasado. Yo también quiero pasar. Espacio, mantener, saltar ronda. Le voy a poner esta. Ah, sí, y ahora sí voy a saltar ronda. ¡Oh, excelente! No sé qué hice, pero gané. Perfecto. Ahora yo creo que sí, hay que usarlas todas ahora. Perfecto, qué bueno que la tenía. 8. Tengo un as bajo la manga, mira. Niebla impenetrable. Chinga madre, güey. 11. Esta de que... Ah, bueno, perfecto. ¿Qué dice? Lazo estrecho. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Trabuquete. Dame esta. ¡Oh! No sé qué estoy haciendo, pero siento que voy a ganar. Mi turno. Esta es la última carta que tengo y me la juego. Por favor, pierde. No. Ah, sigo ganando, sigo ganando. No, pero es que ya creo que ya utilizar carta líder. Déjame la uso. Hombre, ya gané. ¿O no? ¿Qué está haciendo? No. Voy a perder. Voy a perder. ¿Pero por qué tiene 80,000 cartas? Pues ya no tengo cartas con qué jugar. Ya me ganó. Hijo de puta, no sé cómo se juega este puto juego de mierda, te lo juro.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement.
Oh, weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it.
We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even.
Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everek's a man among men.
Hear that? So Sloshy thinks it's Vladimir von Everek.
Rogue's long dead by my reckoning.
Exactly.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To a Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
Venga, ahora sí hagamos lo de... Esto. ¿Qué más tenemos por hacer? Sí quiero hacer todo, te lo juro. Mira, hay algo que... Hay que beber.
I never say no to a lady, to your fair beauty, and to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elf and happiness. Fortune smile upon you, white wolf.
Mira, es que se puede hacer algo también que no quiero dejar pasar.
White wolves turned into the white ass.
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going.
Borracho y en celo.
Nothing good's ever come of that mix.
¿Qué pasó? Oh, es que es para allá. Mira, según yo tenía entendido, o sea, según yo se podías armarle a Shani una como coronita de flores. Según yo se podía. Déjame lo intento. Si no es aquí, tiene que ser por algún lado. No, por aquí tampoco. Yo estaba casi seguro de que era aquí en esta zona. Es más, ¿no es aquí? No. Es donde están las flores. Bueno, a lo mejor no es ahorita, a lo mejor primero... Bueno, venga, hagámoslo del perro.
The hound tore its chain off the wall. Underfed, it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood. A bone gnawed so clean I've only ever seen two like this. One in an anthill, the other when I caught a hen after not eating for a week. Its bowl is chipped. Tried to devour its bowl along with its supper. Daft mutt. A dog made these tracks true, but a small one. Yet judging by its house, Demon is a hulk. But beggars can't choose their tracks.
A lo mejor no es tan grande.
So I shall follow these.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pear. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
Mi dulce pera, o sea que... Qué nombres tan raros. Mira, ¿qué es esto?
A broken branch. As if one too heavy sought to scamper up this tree. Seems our fire eater swallows a great deal more than fire. Or perhaps someone was merely gathering kindling.
Gorro
The smoke spitter's captive if I've seen one. As gesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. Two conclusions then. Our magician is fat and a coward.
Aquí me tengo que... Es que tengo... A ver. No puedo hacer eso. Ok, perfecto. Lo que pasa es que tengo un vago recuerdo de que por aquí sucede algo y tengo que hacerlo a la perfección. Porque si no se nos puede morir el perro.
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Ya sé, la verdad que qué pendejo.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Lo calmaré.
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over. Leave it alone.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
¿Se murió?
Geralt,
no.
this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing a hound. But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
Sí, bueno, es hora de
Those
irnos.
are excellent ears. Might try a pair like that. Just not sure they'd fit under my cap.
Tu gorro, de hecho, ten.
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Ah, my dearest cap. Always brought me good luck it has. I'll wear it for every performance.
¿Siempre te asustas así?
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire. How can you fear a tiny runt of a dog?
Was a monster! A demon!
So you said. You're a stoneless coward, sir. That's that.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'm not a coward. I'm cautious. Know what become of a fire eater who paid no heed to caution?
I suppose he might singe his tongue.
Guessed it. Settles that misunderstanding.
Venga.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
Si tú dices, vámonos.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy. Got it?
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off.
Vámonos. Cuidado, porque al parecer lo que se nos puede morir es el tragafuegos, no el cerdo. ¡No!
We must inform the bride's mother, the magician.
¡Hijo de puta! Maldita sea, yo me acordaba que el maldito jabalí venía de allá, de allá del fondo. Y era aquí justo en esta zona donde atacaba el jabalí al tragafuegos. No lo quería decir porque pues era un spoiler, pero no, para nada era así. Las otras veces que he jugado, me cago en la puta. No, espérate. Punto de control. Es que no sé si esto se hace bastante, así que vamos a intentarlo. Era 9:24 y son las 9:25, o sea, hace nada. A lo mejor se guardó justo después de terminar de conversar. Espero, si no, pues oye, ya ni modo. También quería checar cuánto tiempo llevamos, porque creo que ya llevamos bastante. No estoy seguro si dejarlo ya por aquí o terminar la boda completa. A mí me gustaría terminarla, pero es que siento que nos estamos alargando demasiado. Déjame checar rapidito cuánto tiempo llevamos. No me tardo nada. Es que mira, ya estamos por cumplir la hora. Pues tampoco sé si mucho, pero como quiera.
Keep calm, stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods.
Mira.
Gads!
¡Eh!
Bear. As much as it cocks a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool.
¡No lo mates! Ahí está. Uf. Colmillo jabalí.
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound.
Perfecto, lo hemos logrado. Hombre, qué bueno que se autoguardó ahí. Es que si no te dice, no sé, o sea, acaba mal.
The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Gajes del oficio, no te preocupes.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness a spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire.
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
No creo que los niños deberían estar tan cerca, pero bueno. En otros tiempos, a la gente en estos tiempos les importaba un comino la seguridad. La gente ahí al lado, o sea, literal. Perfecto.
My first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found. His ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher for damn certain.
You must have a splendid time. That's what matters. Make the most of it.
Digo queriendo darle a Shani una guirnalda, pero se me hace que no se va a poder. Hágase para allá. Yo estaba con que era aquí, pero bueno, a lo mejor no se puede. O no sé si te lo marca. A lo mejor no lo marca el.
My mummy says hello.
Sí, parece como que no. O no lo marca, o no tengo ni idea de qué onda. Pero bueno, ni modo. Yo creo que ya va siendo hora de hablar con el Gunter. Hay bastantes cosas, genial. Venga, hablemos con Gunter o Dimi.
That gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key.
Aquí nos sueltan la primera vez que vemos al maestro espejo hablar del tiempo. Y no es no será la última vez.
I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odin. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied Olgierd from your earliest days and always wished to be just like him.
Oh. Directo al grano.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everek?
Well, of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body, the Witcher's, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me. Someone like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
Joder.
I came here to revel, enjoy myself, not to discuss my brother.
That's good. Olgierd probably wouldn't want me to talk to you about him.
Olgierd was my brother and my friend. Never have there been more loyal comrades than us.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me, cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5, took them on all at once, alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave, often. Pours a drink for me, gets soused himself, and talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Dice, no te queda mucho tiempo en los subtítulos, pero en realidad le dijo que el tiempo es corto.
It's all right. That was... Oh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right?
¿Qué queda por hacer?
Let's go. The night's still young.
¿Joven? ¿En serio?
All lies, not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Olgierd was not just
La ceremonia del gorro, ¿qué es
More
esto?
importantly, he was my best mate.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had 1 or 2 groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shani.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely bairn with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song, we don't sing to be unkind. We We sing so we can empty yet another sign. Brides will look eternal, bridegrooms beware, or she'll make you a cuckold in the coming year. What's the groomer thinking? Storm upon his brow. Must be said,
Ah, no, es aquí cuando consigue la guirnalda, entonces.
Whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
Este loco, ¿qué va a hacer? Ah, va a dejar una nota. Sabe que le queda poco, ¿no? Como agarrar la sangre como tinta.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing.
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everick, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in
Te
comparison.
llevaré conmigo.
The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
Oh, por Dios. Ah, el misterio sobre quién es Gunter Odim, el maestro espejos, no hacen más que crecer con cada capítulo. O sea, realmente es muy poderoso. Y nos lo está demostrando de una forma muy contundente. Y Geralt se está dando cuenta. Y yo creo que en el fondo, incluso nosotros como jugadores también nos podemos preocupar. O sea, realmente quién es él. ¿Qué le has hecho?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
Este vato lo sabe todo.
How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
Por supuesto que me quedo.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape.
Hace mención al contrato.
Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Es que él siempre hace mención de varias palabras que son clave. Y que las usa más de una vez y no es por nada. La palabra contrato, la palabra tiempo. Y también de manera indirecta se ha mencionado a demonio. Y también se ha mencionado... ¿Qué más? Se me está olvidando algo más. Ah, las cucharas también. No sé si se acuerdan que les dije en el primer episodio que se acordaran de las cucharas. Bueno, ya tenemos bastante tiempo. Esto sigue. Así que lo vamos a dejar justo por aquí porque es que ya se está alargando demasiado. El próximo capítulo terminamos la boda. Va a ser un capítulo el próximo muy bonito, la verdad. Así que espero lo continúen viendo. Nada más, espero les haya gustado y lo hayan disfrutado como yo. Fue un capítulo bastante divertido, la verdad. La verdad es que Vladimir von Everett, pues hay que decirlo. Podrá ser molesto lo que tú quieras, pero eso sí, sí sabes cómo sacarte una sonrisa. Así que pues bueno, nada más. Nos vemos en el próximo video. Un saludo. Chao, chao.